Hello, hello, hello. It's Quentin Quavell here to start a little YouTube thing that I'm had in the thoughts, and something I'm going to be calling TCG Tuesday. Not going to be something that I'm going to be doing live, just going to be playing some games on the TCGs that I'll be playing between Magic, Pokemon Live, and very spottily, but sometimes, oh wow, Yu-Gi-Oh! On Master Duel, and who knows, maybe even some games on Dueling Book for Yu-Gi-Oh!, but rarely Dueling Book. This one's just gonna be a short one. Gonna do a deck profile over my Modern Horizons Eldrazi deck, because I am gonna be doing my TCG Tuesday with doing not that one. I'm gonna be doing some historic ranked climb, because unfortunately Modern Horizons 3 cards are only in historic. So yeah, we're just gonna do. I just thought about doing a little quick deck profile really quickly while we look before I get into them, so that I can just go into the duels and not have to talk about what the deck is, and just play. To start, I want to talk about like what the main card is. Glaring Fresh Raker. 3 costs, colorless. Love him. Whenever you cast colorless spell, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn. Can be sacked for colorless mana. That's nice, but then his second ability, whenever another colorless creature enters, deal 1 damage. So summon him, he makes spawn pops, he burns you. Every monster in this deck is colorless. Every creature is colorless. So everything's popping on him. Run him at 4. The whole point of this deck is to stall out with Eldrazi Big Boys and Eldrazi Annoyance while I set up Flesh Raker. We have things like some of the funny texts that came out of Horizons. Idol of False Gods, 2-drop artifact, and then for 2 mana tapping this, you make a spawn token for more mana. Whenever any Eldrazi dies, you get to put a 1/1 counter on the artifact, and then 8 or more, becomes a creature with however many counters are on it, as well as has Annihilator 2, which we love Annihilator. It's a really good artifact. Helps with ramping and getting the Eldrazi spawns for an extra bit of mana, and then getting him out as a creature is always kind of funny, because just anytime it swings, throwing an Annihilator 2, and every time more of my Eldrazi's die, it gets stronger. Another really good tech that came out of Modern Horizons 3, Herald's the End, 2-drop creature, colorless spells, 7 or higher, cost 1 less. Really great, because a lot of the Eldrazi big stuff, which we'll get into in a minute, needs that. Taking off 1, and run that at 3. I used to run it I liked it at 4 at one point, but there's some other cards that I'll show later that were better, and then it just gives a +1/+1 to any colorless. So quick and easy. 2 Mind Stones, solar transformer, just because it's colorless, and it can give me, since it's going to give those 3 energy counters, I can tap it and burn it with one of the. I get 3 free colored shots, which sometimes I do need, because as you can see, there are some colored spells here. Another Modern Horizons 3 enchantment. This one's pretty cool. Kozilek's Unsealing. The Void, easy. I don't actually have to pay it with the blue. But big creatures make 2 spawn counters. 4, 5, and 6 at least, and then 7. 7's gonna give me a draw. I usually only ever get the draws 9 times out of 10 when this is out. Ugin's Binding is crazy. I've been thinking I need to burn another. I either need to just burn some of my gold to pull old Modern Horizon 3 packs in this to get another one, or just craft one, because Ugin's Binding is crazy. Bounce of anything, which is nice. And then when it's engraved, if you cast something 7 or higher, you can do a bounce of everything. that's not land, so that's super nice. Snapping Void Claw, another easy one, 3-drop. He is a little annoying to get out sometimes, but it's another ramper. So I mean, I never use him for the draw tap, but I have used him for the mana. We already talked about Fleshraker because cornerstone of the deck. Billy Admire, just ramp honestly, and can get buffed from things like Herald of the End and some other stuff I have in here. Urza's Incubator, really good Modern Horizons. Designate a creature type, shave 2 off its cost. Always Eldrazi's. More ramp through Warren's Power Stone. Path of Annihilation is really cool. Once you play it, 2 spawns, really nice. Everything you could, all your Eldrazi stuff is now mana. Now it can be tappable for mana, and gain 4 life when you cast stuff 7 or higher, which is really nice. Ualek is pretty cool. If you have the extra 2 colors when you cast other stuff, you can copy them, which is really nice. Forsaken Monument's really good. +2/+2. It's an older card, that's why we're in Historic. So if I'm gonna have to play Historic because of Modern Horizons, I might as well use stuff that's in Historic, right? But colorless creatures, +2/+2, really straightforward. Tap a permanent for colorless, gain, so double, and then gain life off colorless spells. Echoes of freaking Eternity is a busted enchantment. Any colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent trigger it an additional time. And whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. I love it. It's so great. Ugin, because it's a shave down on colorless spells. And its +1 is really fun because you get the blockers with the spirits and then you just get free cards. So perfect. And then its -3 has come in handy just to get a pop off every once in a while. Worldbreaker is just a really good big beefy Eldrazi. Nothing to write home about. It's a pop on summon, so that's cool, and it has reach. Drowner of Truth, another one, Modern Horizons 3. He's just nothing special. When he comes out, make some spawn tokens, and he can be a land in the Harshes of Time. Chromatic Orrery, need I say less? Perfect ramp for this kind of a deck. More ramp in spawns, and another big boy Eldrazi, 7 drops. No Drifter I really like on summon, draw, flying with Annihilator 1, he's annoying. Breaker of Creation, it's a big life gain, because by the time I can drop him, I should have a couple colorless, so having Hexproof from all colors, Annihilator 2, and the fact that he is a life gain on drop is nice. And now we get into the named Eldrazi's. Of course, we got Ugin Ceaseless Hunger. If you don't know Ugin, if you don't know this Ugin, you don't know Magic, and that's fine. But if you know Magic, you know this Ugin. Annoying. A new one, Ugin, that came out in Modern Horizons 3, the Defiler. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles the top half of their library, rounded up. Awful. Freaking ward is sacrifice 2 permanents. That is crazy. And gets +1/+1 counters equal to the greatest mana value among the cards in exile, with Annihilator X, where the X is the number of 1/1 counters on it. I've gone up against an Eldrazi deck, and they had this banished a 12 cost. It exiled an Emrakul, and it was insane. It's awful. Of course, we got Emrakul World Anew. This came out in Modern Horizons as well. When you cast it, gain control of all creatures target player controls. It's awful. You just snatch up your opponent's whole board. Flying, protection from spells, protection from permanents that were cast this turn. And if it leaves, I have to... but if it does get popped, to burn your board, so it's kind of rough. Old Emrakul, steal your opponent, steal their next turn and give them another one. Stupid. Quick little instant that came out of Modern Horizons that was nice. Multiple abilities. Usually, I think I only ever use the first one, which is just drop out a bunch of spawns. And then the third one, which is an exile creature with a specified mana value. But the scrying has helped, and I've actually done the exile once. I don't think there's really... I don't have any really super crazy lands that really need to go over. Zagro-Tronome is good. World Tree is stupid. Acrid Archway is actually really good because it's a 2-drop. Cost for tap for 2 mana. Radiant Fountains are nice. I abuse Radiant Fountains with the Archways because to play Archway, you have to return a land you control to hand. Ugin's Labyrinth. This came out in Modern Horizon, and this was a really good card. You can, when you put it down, you can put a 7 or greater card under it. This taps as 2 mana when that 2 colorless when it's under that, and it's amazing. And you can just tap Ugin's Labyrinth to put that 7 cost back in your hand when you have the mana to play it. So if you open this and friggin' Emrakul, 13 cost. Oh, I'm not playing this for a couple turns. Whoop, right under. I have a 2 tap mana, and in like 10 turns, I have this 13 in hand. But yeah, so this is basically what I call my beta, because I have another list that's small variations. But this is basically my Eldrazi deck. Like I said, it's all centered around stalling so I can get Fleshraker out and just absolutely melting you with its burn. But yeah, that's the deck. This is the deck profile over my MTG deck. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of this, I will do deck profiles usually on any of the games I'm going to be doing for TCG Tuesday. I will usually do a deck profile of the deck I'm going to be playing, because I will only be choosing one deck for each of the video days. And I'm going to try to do 3 videos per TCG Tuesday. The deck profile and then 2 videos of games, because I'm not trying to make them super long. They'll probably only be about 14 to 15 minutes each vid. So yeah, watch out for the content for TCG Tuesday. If you like them, thanks for stopping by, and let me know down in the comments below. A subscribe, any of those things. If you really feel it, if you like the content you're seeing, it'd be great. And also, not this TCG content, unfortunately, but if you want to see some of the other games I play, like Marvel Rivals or TFT, because you can see that I do have VODs on the channel, you can absolutely catch me at twitch.tv/QuentinQuavel_QQ. But that's all for this video. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you later.